Open Letter to Obama, Part 2. Dear Mr. Obama, so you have gotten as much of the free market that you wanted to get when you took over as Commander-in-Chief of this country. Congratulations. Now that you have confiscated this, why are you and your congressional associates so angry? Mr. Obama, we heard President Calderon make his remarks to the Senate, and we also heard him make later comments that indicated the Mexican immigration laws are even more strict than the American laws. I understand that you feel you need as many criminal immigrants here so you can grant them amnesty for their votes in the next election. I know you do not feel shame, or I would point out how silly it is that you have to depend on criminals to elect you. I would like to congratulate you on ensuring a complete conservative takeover this fall in Congress. Your recent actions have indicated that you either don't care that you have support for your socialist policies, or that you have plans on not even allowing the fall election to happen. It's too bad you didn't pay attention to my previous open letter. You were warned about your actions and the will of the American people. Understand this: the American people are tired of a commander-in-chief that doesn't even respect the people he leads. And we will take matters into our own hands to ensure a complete overhaul of the imperial federal government. You have called the people of this country racist, and even more importantly, the people of Arizona, that are doing nothing more than defending the land they have a 10th Amendment right to defend. Your cohorts in Congress are about to walk into a stirred-up hornet's nest when they come home for summer break. I think they mentioned when they passed the health care bill that the voters would forget about it by November. As I said in my previous letter, I have made sure they didn't, and being true to my promise, they haven't. You called the Tea Party movement members racist and terrorists and everything you could to keep them from standing up for their and our rights that were God-given and granted to us under the Constitution. Mr. Obama, you and your cohorts still don't understand that the more you attempt to divide the people of this country, the more we tend to cling together and become even more united. Mr. Obama, we the American people granted you the power to be a leader in this country. The only leadership qualities that you have displayed is the ability to lie about anything you cannot get done in the Congress and blame your shortcomings in legislation on a party that couldn't even get enough votes to impeach the local dog catcher. You have used bribery, made threats, and used strong-arm tactics to get legislation passed that you wanted. That may be welcomed in Chicago, but this is America, and that type of behavior is not appreciated, nor is it tolerated from our elected officials. If you do not believe what I just said, you might want to stay real close to your TV on election night in November. Mr. Obama, understand that what you will see that night is not the voters throwing a temper tantrum. It will be the American voters correcting a mistake they made 2 years ago. Your party criticized your predecessor for playing golf and not taking the people's business seriously. Can you say you have done any better at what you accused your predecessor of doing? The biggest thing I can honestly say that you have done with great regularity is campaign. Mr. Obama, just when do you ever plan on governing this country? You have made a colossal mess of the oil leak in the Gulf. Yet, your party criticized President Bush with his slowness in responding to the Hurricane Katrina disaster. How many days did it take for you to even inspect the Deepwater Horizon oil rig in the Gulf? In defense of President Bush, at least he did try to warn the good people of Louisiana. It wasn't his fault the local politicians chose not to heed his warning. Yes, Mr. Obama, we are not so dumb to see through what you have done with the BP Corporation, and all in the name of future political contributions. So understand this, Mr. Obama, the American people will correct the mistakes they made politically. You may not agree with what they have done, but we don't care. We love our country, we elect our officials, and we don't care if they like being fired when we've had enough of them not listening to us. So on election night, Mr. Obama, remember all the times that you instructed your political pals to do as you say and not as the voters told them to do. You and your pals have no one else to blame for being fired than yourselves. My name is Emory Cobb, an American patriot, and I proudly approve this message.